guess that was marker.
Mala tingle.
Yo, tingle. All right, hello everybody, and welcome to our, I guess, second podcast here in Nintendo Weekly. This is Jimmy along with,
MegaManDust.
and we're gonna discuss, as we mentioned before, we started this series discussing new, whatever news happened during the week, and I think it's obvious that the biggest news this week was the
Nintendo podcast.
Nintendo Direct. Exactly, that
Yes.
happened in what was it, Wednesday?
Yeah, it was.
It was on Wednesday, and there's so much stuff that they announced. I don't even know where to start. I mean, they had the Majora's Mask 3DS bundle. They had the Fire Emblem game. They had new amiibos. They had the Monster Hunter 4 3DS. I mean, the Code M. What's it called? Something code that other the other DS game.
yeah. Was it Treasure?
Yeah,
Treasure
something,
one, right?
yeah,
The free
I mean,
option.
it's just so much content. So we're just gonna focus on a couple things, and I think the most obvious thing we're gonna focus to start with is gotta be Majora's Mask. I mean,
Oh yes.
that I knew I told you what's gonna happen. I knew what's gonna happen. That they were gonna announce. They were gonna have a 3DS bundle coinciding with a new 3DS release, but I didn't know it was gonna be this soon. I was actually thinking,
I was expecting something. Yeah, more beginning of summerish. Kind of around there, closer maybe to E3 or something.
yeah.
And guess what? We have a new bundle as well. And damn, it's coming out in February.
I know. I was actually thinking
It's
maybe
like-
March the earliest, only because based on the experience that we had with other bundles, like for instance the Ocarina of Time bundle, back here in the Link to the Past bundle, Link Between Worlds bundle, they announced them about 2 weeks to a month earlier. So I mean, I thought it was gonna be maybe March, with the announcement of the other the figurine bundle. So it's gonna be March or something like that. The earliest, but February, man. I was like, why Nintendo is like, I don't have the money to buy all
I was
these
like, yeah,
goodies.
April, May probably a good time for them, but no, they drop it. It's like it's going to be out in about a month's time. Start giving us your money.
Exactly. It's like
No.
ka-ching, like here you go. Where's my wallet, Nintendo? Here, take my money. It's all yours, man. It's like, yeah, I'm broke. But that's
And
okay.
It looks good. I mean, we've known it was coming for a while, but didn't quite know when. The game itself, not the special
The
edition.
special edition.
3DX, which by the way is only in the new 3DS, correct?
Yeah,
It's
that's
not
that's something else that it was interesting. I don't know. What do you think? If it's a smart move, or maybe I personally think it's a smart move that they just did away with the traditional size 3DS and just went straight for the XL.
Yeah, I think so. I'm watching their handheld, how they're handling the handhelds now, and it kind of reminds me of like the Wii versus the Wii U. I mean, it's a small upgrade in power, comparatively, but adds a few new features, just things people want. But I don't know. Initially, no with the hardcore is really going to go like, oh, I gotta get a new one. People are like, well, it's only people are like now it's only going to play one game with this extra power, so we don't really need it. Of course, you don't really need it yet, but I think those are start getting phased out, and maybe in a year to 2 years, we're going to start seeing more exclusivity for the new 3DS.
Oh yeah, most definitely. I mean, the new 3DS is the next step in the evolution of the handhelds. So it's gonna be like the original DS and the DSi, or more like actually the DSi and the no, it's gonna be like the DS and the DSi. Unfortunately for the DSi, there were only two exclusive games that came out for the DSi that were just DSi compatible.
I really hope there's more for the new 3DS.
Oh, I'm
That'd be
sure there
nice.
will be. I think having the second the little mouse pad thingy, they call it a C stick.
Going
having the-
back to the N64 days, with that little C stick on the phone.
No, more like
Oh, wait, that was GameCube, wasn't it?
yeah. No, actually, that
Oh,
was
wait.
you're thinking of laptops.
I'm not thinking of laptop.
GameCube had
Yeah, this was the
this was the
C-stick.
C-stick.
I was
but
right.
But I mean,
GameCube.
it's not the same thing. Well, yeah, I
It
guess
is. That
I
was
guess
their
it's-
camera
Yeah, that
control.
was the camera control.
Don't
and
mess
that-
me up, bro. I know what I'm talking about. I own one.
No, I was just thinking of functionality. It just reminds me of those the keyboards. The
Yeah.
old IBM Pro whatever that they had that awful-
That said, I would have really liked forever. I would have liked an actual second control nub or control access right there. The nubs, like on the keyboards on the laptops, they were pain in the ass ass to use. A pain
Yeah,
in the
they
ass.
were a pain in the ass. I do agree. However, if you think about it, when you will use it, you will use it with the index or the middle finger to move it around. So
True.
there is no such precise control on those fingers as we do with the thumb. With the thumb, we have more precise control moving it around versus the index finger. So I can see why they
See
decided
that.
to go with that. That being said, I had to agree with you. I would love to see more of a second circle pad, just like with the attachment. I mean, they had plenty of room.
Yeah,
They could have just moved the well, I don't know, you probably can't see it here, but they could have easily moved down the buttons and then just put the second pad right there. You know.
Especially if they're only doing the. Actually, I think they are going to do smaller versions of the new 3DSL, 3D, the new Nintendo DS.
The new 3DS.
There you go. But on the XL versions, there's certainly more room to add that extra control stick, full size one. That said, all the demos that they were demos by Nintendo, they showed off. It looked like it was an awesome feature that I think was sorely lacking. It's there now, especially looking at that one they showed for Majora's Mask, where they had the feature to like fully rotate the camera.
The camera.
It's a small thing, but it's gonna be so awesome.
It's gonna be cool.
Just
Yes.
to look around.
Yeah,
like
and
never before.
that does away with the. I think if they're gonna be integrating the C stick to the camera rotation, I think they're doing away with the actual gyroscopic rotation, which it is kind of cool for like shooting certain items like the arrows, bow and arrows. But I mean, just to control your camera around, unless you're sitting in a chair that rotates, is very cumbersome.
Let's face it. When you're pulling out your 3DS, you're not going to be in that situation often. I'm in a car driving long distances. I'm sitting on the floor at work between shows, or not very often in a spinny chair. When I'm in a spinny chair, I'm usually doing work.
Exactly.
So it's an awesome feature. I hope they don't. Well, it didn't, but I hope they don't ever like get rid of that. It's cool to have incorporate it in there, but just have extra options like with that little control nub. It'd be nice. It'd be nice.
Yeah. So moving on to another feature, another thing that they announced. I was just thinking right now. Watching that video right playing behind you, the Wii games. Now they have a virtual console for the Wii games.
I know. I have so many, not so many. I'm not like you, but I have my certain Wii games that I have and I've held on to. So I told myself I'm gonna play them soon, but I haven't hooked up my my little infrared camera or
the
iOS
sensor
receiver,
bar,
sensor bar, and I just don't want to put it in there and boot up the system. I'm saying like it takes a long time. It doesn't, but I'm acting like it's a hassle, and it kind of is. Now I start to have to rebuy them, albeit at half price for the first week, which is nice,
it's
real nice. I could just get them and play them on the Wii U, probably most likely with that gamepad feature, and it's gonna be amazing.
I know that I was thinking, even though I have I have like almost over 70 Wii games, and they are top notch games. I mean, I have a couple of shovelware, but most of the games I have, I have like Galaxy, I have the trilogy, the Metro trilogy, I have Kirby, I have so many games that there are some games that I wouldn't mind buying again. It depends if they enhance maybe a little bit of graphics. It looks better directly fed from the Wii U versus the 3DS.
Yes.
I wouldn't mind buying again Super Mario Galaxy 2. Maybe the Metro trilogy. If they were to imagine if they were to implement like online multi for Echoes 2. If they did that, I mean, I'm sold. I'm buying it again.
I would buy it regardless, but as long if you can do that with the game, use the gamepad like they said, and not have to use, for me, the motion controls if you don't want to, that'd be nice, because some parts of the Metroid Prime series I was thinking in particular, I didn't want motion controls.
Well,
novelty kind of wore off, and I was like, give me a classic style 360 controller in my hand.
Well, that's the thing though, that only the games that are compatible with the Classic Controller Pro are the ones that are going to be compatible with the gamepad or the controller Pro. So I seriously doubt that game like Metroid Prime, which was put heavily emphasis on
They need to fix that.
But dude, that was probably that was the perfect controls for that game. I mean, because it wasn't really much of a motion control. It was more of a point and shoot. I mean, the pointing, it was one of the few.
Even Moses got tired of holding his hands up like this. Okay, I'm sorry. You gotta rest them every.
You don't hold him up. You don't play like that, do you? You can play down here.
Yeah, you can play down here.
It's the same thing as holding both control the control right there.
You have Samus's visor mask in your face. You want to be like, okay, and get into it.
I know, but regardless, I think that's an awesome feature that I'm looking forward to and see.
It's cool. I was stoked
Yeah.
when I saw it. I was like,
Yeah,
wow.
if because playing the Wii games on the Wii U, because of the upscaling, they look kind of washed out the colors. They don't look as crisp as the original Wii. So if they fix that and they look crispier, even maybe no, I'm not asking for full HD upgrade, but at least that they look nicer, and
No,
and they
wait.
look colorful again.
You correct me if I'm wrong, but was the Wii U, was it capable of doing the 16:9 aspect ratio, or was it only the 4:3?
The Wii,
Yeah, the
the
Wii.
Wii was
Regular Wii. Okay.
widescreen, yeah, of course.
I wasn't sure about that because
Yeah.
I played it on a regular TV at the time. I was more
I know, right? But anyway, yeah, that was that. I'm really looking forward to. And then they announced new amiibos. You know, I don't remember all the amiibos that they announced, but
I want Lucina and
oh,
I
yeah,
want
Lucina.
Robin
Robin,
and I forget. Oh, they're bringing Marth back. Tight.
nice, yes,
Forget.
that's good because
they're
I
actually-
miss Marth on my original run, so I'm really hoping to see Marth again, so that way I can get him again.
I wasn't aware how limited some of the amiibos usability actually was. So I thought it was kind of cool. Well, Code Steam, I think, is the one you were thinking
Oh yeah,
about.
Code Steam, yes.
How the Fire Emblem amiibos are actually able to be usable in that game.
That game, yes.
So that's kind of cool.
That's
Pretty
kinda
neat.
cool.
It gives you
Yeah.
an extra use because for some reason there are no Fire Emblem games specifically for the Wii U.
Not
Even though
yet,
I would
at
love
least.
one. I would love one.
Well, they made one for obviously the GameCube. They made it for the Wii, so I don't see them skipping the Wii U, especially since the Wii U is so hard pressed for games right now. I'm sure they'll maybe by the following year they'll at least announce a new Fire Emblem game. Now, what else we have? How about the Monster Hunter 4? Your
yes.
patience paid off. This
Yes.
guy right here was patiently waiting. Every time we talk about the new 3DS, he goes, "I'm not buying it until they announce the special edition for Monster Hunter 4." I'm like, "You sure?" This? I don't know if they'll have it. Oh no, I'm waiting. Your patience paid off, man.
How could they not? And it looks amazing.
It's gorgeous, man. That sucker is beautiful. I really like it.
Now, the only thing they missed it short, they should have had a special edition Wii U console with a game made special for that, bundled with the new 3DS for like $560,
Okay.
and I'd buy the whole thing
buy the whole thing
there.
again,
Probably buy
yeah.
2 of them just because it'd be amazing.
Now, speaking about special bundles for the Wii U, now imagine right now they release, obviously Ocarina of Time, special edition 3DS. A Link Between Worlds, special edition 3DS XL theme, Wind Waker, Wii U themed, and now we have Majora's Mask, new 3DS XL theme. What do you think the chances are for the new Zelda game coming out in a themed Wii U, man? I'm buying that second Wii U.
Oh, you're right. I wonder if they upgrade the hardware in that one too.
But seriously, the chances are there's
Well, I already have a limited edition console. I just need a controller now.
exactly. You just need the limited edition controller. Yeah. So funny, but I think this Nintendo Direct was awesome. They show a lot of stuff. 45 minutes long, and they did not disappoint.
What about the games in general? Like we saw, they didn't talk about very many new games. There were a couple. Some of the free to play ones. I'm not too into free to plays,
Yeah.
but it's cool if they're there. But we found about or saw a few more clips of games that we knew were coming. Like Splatoon. Honestly, I was kind of lackluster on, especially seeing A3. I was like, oh, it looks cute. It looks Nintendo. It's probably going to be good. But
Yeah.
But the more we see it, especially after this last Direct, I was like, I really want to get this game.
I know
It
exactly.
sounds awesome.
The whole hub and how you can go in different areas in the store, so you can fully customize your character, the
Customize your
weapons.
character, weapons. Was it 4 versus 4, right?
Yeah, 4 versus 4.
Player. Hopefully, there's chat. At least for your teammates, it's gonna help
Yeah.
with
Come on. Activision has pulled it off with Call of Duty. Both Call of Duty, as whether you love or hate Call of Duty, especially in the Wii U. I think they did a great job porting those games. Treyarch did a very good job, and it supports voice the voice chat very well. It's not the best out there, obviously, but I think it's really good for what it's meant to do. And I think Nintendo can do it for the same thing for Splatoon. Especially a shooting game, a team shooting game, you have to have constant communication with your teammates. Not that it won't be a deal breaker for me, but it'll be really disappointing if they don't have live chat in game.
Well, we've talked about this before, and it's pretty obvious. Nintendo is a console that encourages people to game on the couch together, and that is awesome if you have the friends to game with.
Yeah.
And but I'm a person, and that's partially why I'm kind of still with Xbox. Kind of less now, but I still play it. I like getting on there. I'm sitting, eating some Cheetos maybe, and I'm getting with some friends online, and we're having a good time talking back and forth, playing the game. But they're not actually physically messing up my house because they're not there.
Yeah.
And I would like Nintendo. I would like to see, not exclusively with that Nintendo, but I would like to see more of that.
Yeah.
Cater to a slightly
Well,
wider audience.
because that's the inherent issue of having free online. I mean, honestly, I don't mind having free online.
Hey, Sony did it up until the PS4.
Until the PS4, yeah, now they start charging too. But it could be worse though. They could be using Origin servers.
Right on. And there also was that interesting was an indie game for the 3DS, a shooter game.
Yeah, that one looks actually
looks
rather promising too. And being an indie game, I'm sure they'll have the chat in certain ways, shape, or form. But it looked pretty good though. I saw that. It's like, I was rather interested in that game.
And that's why I'm also happy that they're finally releasing the new 3DS, and it's actually supposed to be a little bit larger screen size, right, than the current XL.
Yeah.
And I've been holding off on so many games because I want to play them on that bigger screen. I have the original 3DS, love the system, but that screen just gets so small.
It's getting smaller and smaller.
And not to be underrated, the awesome, I don't know how it works, it sounds awesome, that face tracking feature.
Oh yeah,
because I almost always
amazing.
play with the 3DS 3D feature.
Oh, wait a
off.
minute. Sorry for interrupting. Look behind you. What's going on right now?
Tingo! Hell yeah! Okay, we gotta talk about it.
You had to talk about it.
Well, if you didn't see it, they released for it was a March update, right?
Yeah.
Going to be for March for Hyrule Warriors, playable characters of Tingle originally from Majora's Mask and Child Link.
Yeah, it's part of the Majora's Mask pack. Slated for the release, I think, in March. Actually, no, February 5th.
Well, February 5th.
February 5th. So next month we'll have that. Yeah, exactly. That's pretty cool. Though. I mean, I hate Tingle.
For some reason, I'm very attached to him. I don't know why, but he's an awesome character.
Yeah, I actually I'm warming up to Tingle. I mean, I was very disappointed that they didn't have the Tingle tuner in Wind Waker, but that's a whole different subject for a whole different podcast. But like you say, it has a huge install base, fan base, and it's pretty cool that they put it in. I mean, it's for fun, for kicks. Tingle is a huge character, and hey, why not?
Along with Tingle, like I mentioned, also Kid Link. With the fierce deity mask. That looks badass.
Yeah,
so badass.
Awesome. Yeah, I can't wait to play that. Yes.
Now, if you only get a bad guy version where we get to play as Skull Kid.
Actually, and if you notice on the silhouettes of the 3 extra characters, I saw Skull Kid.
Yes.
Although he's kind of full size Skull Kid, so I don't know how. Maybe it's just Majora's in one of his incarnations, but it looked to me it looked like Skull
I would
Kid.
love to play as Skull Kid. Put on that mask and just get like those giant whips and go swimming everybody.
Exactly. That's pretty bad. But yeah, going back to the 3DS, you were saying? You lost track of thought. Yeah, Tingle. That's what Tingle does.
I was like, Tingle, where? I honestly have no idea what I was talking about.
That's fine. Don't worry about it. You were talking about. We're talking about the tracking feature of the 3DS. Yeah, that is pretty awesome. The camera tracks the face, and the way it works. I guess it's like some parallel. The 3DS, the 3D feature, the way it works, I guess it has some parallel vertical sensors. That's something that create the 3D effects. So what they do is, they're fixed right now, but then with the facial tracking, they'll move accordingly to where the position of the face is in order to widen the 3D effect.
Oh, very cool. Very cool.
So that's pretty cool feature. Yeah, I really.
If it works like they say, it would be awesome. I'll certainly use it more because, especially, oh my god, like in Ocarina of Time 3D, it looked awesome in 3D. But you're playing, you're having a good time, you keep bumping or moving around, just trying to find a good position, and you can't stay like this the entire time.
Yeah,
gaming.
It is cumbersome. I mean, like you say, you 3DS, you have to have it off here. Then you kind of get tired, or you jolt a little bit, and then the whole thing just kind of start popping double images and everything. So I mean, the 3DS effect of the 3DS is awesome. It's one of the best. It's not gimmicky at all. It's really well done. So if this thing works the way it is, I mean, they're taking it to another level right there.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
I agree.
Yeah. Well, I think Can you think of anything else before we wrap this up? Oh, how about Xenoblade?
Oh,
Xenoblade
yes.
looks
That looks
beautiful.
really good. I can't wait for the 3DS remake for the Wii one. That'll be awesome because I actually haven't played a Xenoblade game. I feel kind of bad.
Yeah, I haven't played either.
But I'm probably gonna start with the one on the new 3DS. That looks tight, and if they get caught up, at least as far as the Wii versions go, and then that new one looks really good. I want to play one of those giant mechs.
Oh
That'd be
yeah,
awesome.
yeah. I was telling Purple when we were watching the direct this morning that morning, like whoops. When we're watching the direct in the morning, that you need the mech to be able to travel the entire map because
Oh.
it's so vast the world that if you just run, it will take you forever. So you need the mech to actually just fly and travel from one end
So
to
is
the
it
other.
like Skyrim big then?
Sounds like it. I mean, this is what I heard on E3 last year. Whether it's true or not, whether they're changing that or not, that's a whole different story. But the original preview in E3 last year said that the world was so vast that you needed the mech in order to travel in a timely manner the entire thing.
Nice.
Yeah.
I'm very excited for that.
Yeah.
It looks cool.
Yeah. Well, I think it's time for us to wrap it up. I don't know what you guys think. I mean, there was so much content that we barely covered about half or 2/3 of everything that was announced in the Nintendo Direct, and I think I'm personally very excited for all the upcoming stuff from Nintendo. And just let us know what you think. I mean, is there something that you like, something that you didn't like? Were you expecting more? Was it about what you were expecting? Your expectations? I don't know. Let us know in the comments below. And in the meantime, until then, this was Jemmy along with
MegaManDust. Tingle forever!
reminding you to please subscribe. And if you like the video, hit that like button. And if you didn't like it, let us know what we did wrong so we can fix it for next time. Also, hit that share button because sharing is caring. Until then, we are signing off.